there. Hopefully your weekend has been as smoky as mine. As you can see, I'm already 2 blunts deep, about to spark up number three. Let me clear my throat. I tried to go live on TikTok and somebody reported my live for misinformation. And I just can't help but think that you lame ass motherfuckers just can't handle the truth. And a different opinion than yours is too much of a cross for you to bear. That's weak to me. Because you don't like my opinion, you'll try to silence me instead of allowing people to hear my opinion. Or you to even take my opinion into consideration. Not only that, you would stop other people from experience a difference of opinion than yours. That's cowardice. Lame. Sackless. And it says more about your makeup and your existence and lack thereof. I just find it so funny that all of a sudden feelings and emotions get involved when I simply share my opinion and thoughts. Simply sharing how I feel and think and thought is enough for my videos to get flagged, my accounts. Like it's so obvious. You can't say what is obvious. You have to toe the line. You have to go along with the bullshit. You have to say falsehoods as fact. You have to lie, be a greedy, self-serving son of a bitch, a cold-hearted bastard. You have to use and abuse everyone around you and then demand that they respect you while we all know who you are. It's so I just think about in a reality where President Trump gets to lie, incite riots, insurrections, start world wars and shit. Oh, that's allowed on every platform. There's no violation, no community guidelines, no warning that pops up on the video that says this man is fucking lying to you, violates every community and guideline standard we have, but because he's the president, we're gonna allow it. And then the people whose lives are affected by this dumbass getting on television lying to the world over, when I call it out, my video is silenced. Hey, y'all lame as hell, bro. Y'all so fucking weak. Y'all are the weakest fucking species. Y'all got the nerve to title anybody else a snowflake. And the funniest thing about you coward motherfuckers is everything that you have to say negative against any other body that is not of your own group is literally a projection of who you are. Y'all called Democrats snowflakes for so fucking long when President Trump won his first term. Snowflake this, snowflake that, he's still your president, cry harder, blah, 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 libtard this, libtard that, y'all babies, all da, 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 da. The moment somebody does anything that goes against any of your false beliefs, y'all cry the fucking loudest. Y'all censor people's videos, you flag their accounts, you call people's jobs and try to get them fired. Like, what more? You can't get any less of a snowflake than that. You can't be any lamer than that. But yet y'all somehow prove yourselves unworthy of even that title and dig yourselves a deeper hole and just do something else that just makes you totally obnoxious, unsufferable, unbearable. And I get what it is. I have come to the knowledge of understanding that these low vibrational beings are so low vibrational that they just need other low vibrations to feel a resonance. So that's why when an asshole crosses your path, they're going to go out their way to try to ruin your day, to share some of their assholeness with you. And the trick is not to fall for it. And some days I have my rose colored glasses on and somebody could cut me off in traffic and I can just look at them and say, hey, he must be late to his daughter's recital. Like me cussing him out because he swerved in front of me and spat, like maybe he's got an emergency he's got to get. Maybe he's on the way to the hospital. His wife is in labor. Instead of cursing them out and honking my horn and flicking them off and rolling down my window and telling them to pull over so I can shoot them. Like people really do that. You know how many road rage incidents there are? How many people are sitting behind bars right now because they lost their temper for 10 seconds, made a life altering decision, and now they can't get back from it? Don't let people trick you out the streets, bro. I don't care who it is, your ex, your baby mama, your uncle, your pastor, your friend, your relative, your confidant, your lover, your side, your anything. Don't let anything get you out of your mission of you being your best self. And it's so hard, but you got to put in the work to become your best self. It's just not given to you. You have to work for it. You have to earn it. The body that I have now is years of dedication to the gym, the food I eat, what I think and believe about myself has brought me what I have today. It took work over time. Had I started and just dedicated 2 weeks and quit because I didn't see the results after 2 weeks, that's foolish. Anybody, there's some people who have a metabolism to where their body naturally burns the fat, so they look ripped regardless what they eat, how much they eat, the time of day they eat. It don't matter. They're gonna be ripped. That's just some people's blessing. Other people, they look at a candy bar and gain 5 pounds. I can't call it. We're all just wired differently. So you have to learn what lifestyle best benefits you to becoming your best version. Because some people, it's better for them to work out in the morning, and other people, it's better for them to work out in the evening. And some people, it don't matter when they work out, as long as they're working out, it's the best thing for them. So find a program that works for you and stick to it. Because I found myself doing more alterations to my workout plan and to my workouts in general. I wanted to be open to just trying things I didn't see Billy Blanks doing, things I didn't see Richard Simmons doing, things I didn't see any professional trainer, athlete, YouTube, Instagram, weightlifter. I was just doing stuff to like, okay, well, what if I do this range of motion, but with a very light weight? Nothing. You think your 2.5 pound weight is nothing. Use 2.5 pounds in a motion for 10 minutes straight. And then that 2.5 pounds is going to turn into 250 pounds. It's going to feel that heavy to you after 10 minutes of doing the same motion over and over. So I've been challenging myself in these different range of motions, these different weight varieties, and sometimes no weight at all, just enduring the longevity of sustaining a certain pose, doing a certain movement, holding a certain grip. All of these things I'm learning, they all play a part in shaping how my body is, my athletic ability, the healing process. Everything plays a part. And the more I pay attention to it, the better results I've been getting. I don't know if you need a personal trainer, and I ain't saying I'm a certified personal trainer. All I know is that I train for my athletic ability to be where it's at, to do what I want to do on a basketball court or the weight room or the boxing gym or whatever, the swimming pool, whatever arena I'm in, I'm using as a tool of training or rehabilitation, healing, evolution. It's all part of the program. And it's a dedication, determination, a discipline that I've built up over time. Years of showing up every day in one form, fashion, or another of growth and development within my own being, whether it's mental, physical, emotional, spiritual, something entirely new that we never even thought of. I dedicated my sole purpose to it. And I can't complain about the results. I'm loving everything that's happening. All the rocks that's being overturned, all the grass that's being cut, all the dams that's being cleared, all the clouds that are parting, all the graves that are being shaken, like all of the dirt that was left under the rug is being exposed. And I love it. I love finding out the truth. I was talking to the homie the other day. It's like, man, I can deal with the truth because the truth is the truth. That's the reality of the situation. All that lying and sneaking around and cheating and playing games with people's lives and health and all stuff, like that's for the birds. That's for kids. I don't even think about relationships in the same aspects anymore. So it's like I don't have time for that. I don't have time for no kid shit. I don't even have time for no adult shit because you adult. It's worse than these fucking. And when I say kids, hear me out. Kids to me is like 18 years old to 25. I still think you are a kid mentally. Your frontal cortex is not fully formed until the age of 25. And I don't give a fuck about the sexes who matures faster than whatever. People mature based on their stimuli, the environment that they're in, and the pressures that they're under, and what's being challenging to them dictates your level of responsibility and maturity in this world. Because I know 8-year-olds who had to take care of their 4-year-old sibling who do a better job than some adults I know. So when I say kids, especially in dating, is somebody 18 to 25. I view that age bracket as a kid, a child, having childlike wonder, easily swayed by social media topics and trends. Like your girl could break up with you because it's trending right now to do it for a hot girl summer. Like those type of women, I don't even, they're not in my dating field. I don't even consider them dateable. They just annoy me. The longer you hear them talk and just, shut the that's not all. That's maybe I need a better algorithm. Maybe I need better algorithms. Yeah, I need to work on what I comment on because that just sends you more of what you're commenting on. So I need to stop being hard on you 18 to 25-year-olds with your we hate men, all men ain't shit echo chambers. It's like, okay, so what's your daddy then? Your daddy ain't shit? Either your daddy wasn't shit and that's why you're voicing your hurt from not growing up with your father, or you actually grew up with your father, who's a great guy, but because you'll get likes and views and a fucking paycheck, you'll get on the internet every day talking about how men ain't shit. When you have grown up with livable, real world examples of men being, in fact, the shit of your family, holding it down, generations worth, solid brothers, but you get on the internet talking about men ain't shit. Got a whole degree in it. Doctor such and such. Men ain't shit. Buy my ebook. And a lot of you, because you grew up in that similar circumstance to see somebody successful and making money off of it, who's echoing your same sentiments of pain, hurt, and trauma, support it, encourage it, promote it, buy into it. And then when you talk to the people who are either from generations before you who believe the same bull crap, tell you that ain't the way. Had I listened, if I could do it over, I would have just shut the fuck up. Had I done it over, I just would have stuck with the man I had. Had I done it over, I just would have invested in the family I was building. Had I done it over, well, it'd be too late for do-overs. This is real motherfucking life. What do y'all think this is, a game? This is real life. Your decisions have consequences. You better take your life serious. For serious. Mm. But I hope you all find peace and truth in the light in your darkness. Because that's the only way you ever going to get through anything in life is facing the darkness. And I know facing the darkness is scary because it's the darkness, but you were born in darkness. You were created and molded in utter darkness. Just think about it. When you were in your mom's belly, you were in a sack that sustained you, molded you, helped build you in an environment foreign to you, in complete darkness. Before you even knew the light, you knew darkness. And then you were born. And then for the rest of your awakened consciousness, you are constantly going back and forth between the reality of your darkness and the reality of your light. And the only way you master anything, light or dark, is by being honest with yourself, admitting when you were wrong, forgiving yourself, forgiving those who did you wrong, and moving on with your life. Sometimes the best thing you can do is just move on. Because we're in a constant state of movement. Even when you sleep, your brain is moving throughout the galaxy and universe of thought consciousness. Even at rest, there's movement, vibration, frequency, energy transfer happening all around us at all times. It'd be foolish not to think that we don't have an effect on the environment and the environment don't have effect on us. And I would hope that the more you accept the truth of the matter, the easier it'll be for you to digest what's coming and what's already here. Because a lot of you are still trying to cling on to this old world. And that world is dead. It's not on life support. There's no coming back. There's never coming a time where what is unfolding right now will be the law of the land, the ruling class, the so-called elite. If you want to call pedophiles elite, it's a weird fucking title to give them. Elite, never. Trash ass human beings, they're superior in that shit. Superiority complex for sure. Excuse me. Now, I initially started this live to be open to questions, just give advice. Ask me, I'll answer. Since nobody's here, I'm just, you know, talking to my reflection. But I had a session yesterday and something was spoken and it stood out to me. It's like you never really know what somebody's going through. in their own personal lives. You never really know what's stressing them out, what's keeping them up at night. Because real life, I'm talking real life, the type you need therapy for, the type you don't like to speak about, the type that's the family secret, the real life. Yeah, that's a different ball game. That's for the pros. So a lot of you, what I've seen is you have the title, the money, the access, the control, the gatekeep, all the abilities to make you puff up your chest, whether that chest be fake or real. Implant motherfuckers. What I see is although you have obtained all of the fancy things, you have yet to clean up the not so fancy things. And in your avoidance is bleeding over to your fancy things. So your fancy things don't look so fancy anymore. Honestly, they're starting to look like trash. What once was celebrated is now associated with what trash human beings are and shows what they're capable of and willing to do because they have power, resources, and access to do it. So all these name brands that you'll willingly spend thousands of dollars on, not complain an ounce because of the notoriety that comes with it, the symbolism behind it. I understand. I like nice things. I like looking good, feeling good, having nice things on me. But I never complain about anything without an alternative or a solution, or the ability to raise the question in search of hope of finding a solution. That's where I'm at in life. That's how I help businesses. I ask questions. I think of alternatives. I'm a solutions guy. You have a problem? I have a solution. I remember this movie called The Ringer, and it was based around this auto salesman who had a legendary mysticism around him. If you know Ari from the show The Entourage, or the magician from Smoking Aces, that is the character. I don't know his name in real life. I forget his real name. I just know he's an actor. But his role that he played in these movies, man, this weed kicking in for sure, because I'm losing my train of thought. Is that the, did I take the edible? If you have to ask yourself if you took the edible, you probably did. That's like high nigga 101. All right. If you are consuming edibles on a regular or for brand new, or if you're OG and been taking edibles for 30 plus years, if you have to ask yourself, did I take the edible? You took it. Side on the air caution. Side on the error of caution. Side on the error of caution. Yeah, I like that. Side on the error of caution. I don't know if that's a phrase or if people just been saying it wrong. Side on the air like AIR or HEIR. How many? Okay, see how my brain is like thinking of how many different ways you can say that phrase, and it all have different meanings, different subtexts, but all say the same thing phonetically. Just say the same thing in three different ways. A triple entendre. The other day I was writing a rap, And I said something that had like 5 or 6 different meanings. I'm like, damn, what do we call this? What do you call something when you say it? It means 80 different things to 80 different people. What do you call that? Anyway, but I wanted to go live today just to offer my services. If you have a question about your life, what you should do about your relationship or your business, or you just need some just general straightening, you need somebody to tell you, like, yeah, you're a bitch. If you're wondering why you're single, it's because you're a bitch. Like, you need somebody to tell you that, even though you probably heard that from the man who rejected you or the woman that rejected you. I don't know. Sometimes it has to come from somebody else. Maybe somebody you respect, or somebody who doesn't know you enough to put their personal biases aside. Like, if I grew up, went to school with somebody, known them my whole life, I'm gonna have a difference of opinion versus somebody I've never met before and they're brand new to me right now. It's a different affinity. But I noticed one popular theme as I'm getting older, what's happening around me, like I see my friends, grief. Grief is a major player in people's health. Mental health, their stress levels, their peace levels, their happiness levels. Grief will rob you of all of it. Grief will debilitate you, make you a zombie. I explained it like Adam Sandler's character from Click when he skipped ahead what he actually looked like while he was skipping ahead, like with his family. He was there present, his body was there, he was doing the actions and emotions, but his brain was totally somewhere else. And I told the homie, like, I lost my dream job because during the time of me obtaining the job while I was going through training, I was losing my father. At the same time, I was losing my family. At the same time, I was losing my house. At the same time, I was losing my car. At the same time, I was losing access to my kid. Like, all these things are just crumbling down around me. And I'm at work going through the training on autopilot like Click. And it's not clicking for me. It's like not registering. The lessons that I'm supposed to be learning, the memorization of the sequences of the computer program and interface, it was not working for me. Like, out of everybody in the group, I was finishing last. And I'm like, man, I gotta, like, this is like, I gotta focus, but I couldn't. I could not focus. I was just present there, but my brain was everywhere but there. So I'm doing work on one image for like 30 minutes that the class is done in 3 minutes. So you see how I'm falling behind of everybody in my class? It's taking me 30 minutes to finish tasks that people are completing in 3. So of course I look slow, inept, you know, whatever you can say about a person that's not meeting the standard. And while I was going through this process of saying goodbye to my father, dealing with family, making funeral arrangements, dealing with insurance companies, dealing with pastors, fake family, fake friends, fake loved ones, backstabbers, chest stabbers, side stabbers, brain stabbers, spiritual stabbers, real fucking stabbers. After dealing with the attempts on my life, the attempts on my livelihood, the attempts on my very sanity. The only thing that I really noticed that was around me, that was constant, that was pure, that really let me know I was alive and experiencing this was grief. Me being sad about it. Like, fuck, bro, this shit hurt. It does not feel good. This is not a comfortable place. What you mean I've been getting cheated on? Huh? What you mean they've been lying this whole time? Wait a minute. This whole time? Not just a portion of this whole time? Bro, what you mean I'm not gonna be there to take my dad fishing to the lake that he first took me fishing? What you mean I'm not gonna get to do that? That was in my plans for this summer. What the fuck do you mean I gotta say bye to my dad right now? What the fuck could this judge, this lawyer, this apartment complex possibly tell me that doesn't sound like cruel and unusual punishment, knowing I just expressed I'm going through a dark time right now? Not one consideration was taken into consideration. Not one thing I said in court mattered to anybody but me. Judge couldn't give a fuck. Lawyer couldn't give a fuck. Stenographer couldn't give a fuck. The only person who seemed to fucking care was the lady who signed everybody in. I think her name was Haley. And I asked her name specifically because out of everybody in the courtroom, she seemed to be the only one moved. The only one moved by my words. The only one holding back tears. She was the only one who seemed to have any decency or humanity in her entire being. I was in a room full of fucking demons, and they were just congratulating themselves, patting each other on the back. We got another one. We got another one. Business as usual. I was taking up too much of the court's time by proving this court was a fucking sham. I'm in court over my finances. Then when I ask about the finances of the people who brings me to court, it's off limits. We're not here to discuss them. Y'all are here. It's very open. It's very okay for my information to be made public. Let's reverse it. Let's make their information public. And the judge overruled, like, okay. So everything that I'm presenting, the judge is like, hey, I understand you feel like this, but the way the Michigan law is written, I can't do anything. And if you feel differently, take it up with your politicians. So, how the fuck am I supposed to change the law of racism when the politicians are fucking racist? When the judge is fucking racist, when the lawyer's fucking racist, and they work together in said racism, how the fuck am I supposed to get justice here? And these people want me to show up to court on time, to pay these court fees, when these motherfuckers literally ruined my life. I'm not gonna say they ruined my life. They just didn't have the guidance, the spirit, the makeup, the empathy to notice somebody in pain who was suffering, who didn't wear their scars on their face. Because I showed up in courtroom with an easygoing demeanor or with a serious demeanor, that was a threat to them. That was something that they had to punish. They had to snuff the life out of my rebellious nature. Because if I stood up and exposed them, then everybody in the apartment complex would have a case. Because if my case proved to be true, that means they were doing this to everybody, which is what I showed the judge. I'm like, do you know that these people own multiple complexes? So if they're doing this same scheme at multiple complexes, multiply this theft times thousands of people. And he was like, well, it's not illegal by law. If that ain't the whitest fucking shit I've ever heard, because some white people didn't rule this evil illegal, the white people still get to do it. And if you don't like it, change the law. Y'all motherfuckers are demons, bro. Fucking demons. Only a demon would purposely rob, steal, and kill from innocent people while the system that exists only exists because it robs, steals, and kills. Y'all are so inferior to every fucking group of known body of people that ever existed. Death and destruction is the only thing that follows you. I don't see any other thing that is known that comes from a result of being like you, near you, for you, with you. Everything is just dust, trash. It's the weirdest shit. It's the weirdest fucking behavior. Not even human. You motherfuckers don't even act like a human species. And then you want to say you're animalistic in nature. No, that's just you. You take on traits of an animal as you're an excuse for your piss poor behavior, for a lack of accountability, for having a lack of sense of knowing. You put off your behavior onto a whole nother different species. You are the weakest link. I'm so glad we all get to say goodbye to you motherfuckers. Because y'all ain't shit, bro. Y'all are the weakest link in the chain of the human evolution. You know how I know that? Go stand out in the sun. Go stand in the sun. Good white people, hear my heart. Because I know it gets confusing when I say, like, fuck them white people, blah, 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 blah. If you're not a racist white person, I'm not talking to you. Obviously. The only people who get triggered by my speech are racist fucking people. True racists, people who mean harm to other groups of people. People who have a social conscious awareness of the world around them, like my videos, they comment under my shit. They repost when I repost truth. I legit represent a group of people who are truthful socially. Socially truthful. That's my tribe, my clan, my people. No, fuck what y'all be on. Y'all be on the ultimate bullshit, masquerading on parades and shit. Putting on whole ass parades to bullshit. But at least somebody makes money off of you, goofballs. Because that's what y'all good for. Oh, you think you above it? Okay, Mr. Social Security. Mr. Social Security number. All you motherfuckers are slaves. I don't give a fuck who you is, what position, what title. If you escape the rat race, if you are the rats in the race, if you design the motherfucking race, you all fucking slaves. All of you. And the people who run the asylum, you don't think you are a slave to evil? What happens when you go into the reality in which you have to reap the the reward and benefits of being an ancient person? What happens when all that energy, all that negativity that you're putting on the world gets transmuted and is going back to you? What happens when it's passed down to your kids and they have to deal with the consequences of you being a piece of shit? That's a reality y'all don't like to live in. It's too comfortable being a piece of shit, apparently. But I hope y'all realize nobody's escaping this motherfucker. Nobody's getting out alive. All the energy that you've ever produced, you're gonna have to stand for account for that shit. And it's not like how it's described in the Bible. It's much more vicious and deadly and dangerous. And as crucial as you think the devil is, imagine the person who created the devil. Imagine the power of the person that created all the power. Y'all think y'all gonna win. And that's why I have my biggest problem with believers and people of the light. Like, what the fuck are y'all scared of? Demons? The devil? In every known existence, the good guys win. That's what makes them good. Because they win. In the end, the ultimate victory over everything, total dominion over everything. The good guys win. That's just the program. You can't change the code. That's how this story plays out. In all realities and all stories, in all death and destruction, the good guys still win. No matter what they do, no matter how much they try, no matter who they kill, assassinate, bomb, blow up, impeach, don't impeach, who they jail, harbor, fugitive, none of that shit matters. They're all going to have to stand in account for what role they played in this existence. And I'm not even remiss to know that a lot of you are here for the purpose of being an asshole. Your whole purpose was designed for you to be an asshole to literally everybody that comes into your life. So we have the example of like, you probably don't want to be like Mr. Curtis. Mr. Curtis is a big fucking asshole. And if your name is Mr. Curtis and you're not an asshole, I'm not speaking to you. If you are named Mr. Curtis and you are aware or unaware and you're an asshole, hey, welcome to the fucking club. Because everybody's an asshole. I'm an asshole to somebody. I'm quite sure. But that's okay. Because my existence was here to bully the bullies. I'm an asshole to obvious assholes. And I'm okay with that. I made peace with that. There's a shadow side of me that'll make a joke that'll totally tear you down and make you cry in your fucking car. I'm okay with destroying people's total thought reality. I'm okay with that. Because the reality of the situation of the genocide that my family members have survived, having to live through and have sustained under this regime of totalitarian psychopaths, oh yeah, I give a fuck about y'all snowflake ass feelings. Y'all bring fucking a snowflake to the furnace of hell? What the fuck did you think was going to happen besides me melting you? Yeah, yeah, about that. Oh shit. Green screen on you hoes. Then gotta shoot every video on green screen now. Just cause you psycho stalking motherfuckers. I'm telling y'all right now, don't pull up to my house. Don't do it. I'm under the belief of if you make me feel afraid for me, mine, my neighbors, the tree in my yard, I'm eliminating all threats, foreign, domestic, spiritual, natural, anything in existence that comes to do me harm, I'm eliminating without hesitation. I don't give a fuck if you dress up in costumes, have the most fanciest title, work for the most fanciest people. There will be reports of you not making it home. Because you damn sure ain't about to come to my home and make me feel afraid. In my own home, on my own motherfucking land, you motherfuckers woke up the right beast. You woke up the exact beast that you needed for you to get your wake up call. So if you're viewing this video, hi, this is your warning. I'm the warning that comes before. You know how that alarm sounds off when they do to let you know to go to the storm shelter or the bomb shelter? The enemy's coming. They sound the alarm, the drums. They blare the horns. I'm that motherfucker. So if you're viewing this, it's probably too late. But if you're on the right side of history, you're too early. Because what's going to come for us, man, heaven on earth. We're going to experience heaven on earth. Our kids are going to have heaven on earth. The kids that are alive right now are going to experience heaven on earth because we are all the bullshit stops. these pedophilic motherfuckers ceasing to exist. I'm talking guillotine, I'm talking Guantanamo Bay, shipped off in shipment containers to the country that they visited the most, that they spent the most time abusing the people over there. That's the prison that they're going to. And the people in our prisons, they're no longer going to be protected. They got their own special pedophile ring. No, Gen Pop, you were in general population committing your crimes. You will be in general populations behind bars. What the fuck? Why would we give them special treatment? Because they would be attacked. Everybody gets attacked in fucking prison. Why are they so special? Why do prisons make special accommodations for pedophiles? Unless the prisons are in the pedophile game too. Damn, how many of your fucking wardens have been arrested for having that bullshit on their hard drives? How many of your police captains, your firefighters, lawyers, judges, doctors, nurses, veterans, teachers tested positive for pedophilic nature, tendencies, and actions, thoughts, and deeds? How many of them motherfuckers, huh? How many of your family members? That's where you need to start. Y'all focused on the Epstein list. You need to start on your fucking family members, you goofy motherfuckers. How you trying to hold the fucking president responsible? You ain't holding your uncle, your brother, your niece, your nephew. How does that register? You want the whole world to hold the president accountable when you're not even holding the very people around your life accountable? Speaks volumes, bro. Sis, whatever you fucking identify as, you don't identify as a pedophile hunter, as a pedophile prosecutor, as a pedophile attorney, as somebody who handles them. Oh, you're known for taking out the trash? Really? How much trash exists in your life that you just turn the blind eye, act like ain't happening, ain't happened, is not happening, and won't happen in the future, even though we all know we don't invite Uncle Jim Bob to Thanksgiving dinner because we know all of us have children. He's not allowed within 10,000 feet of a school. Ain't nobody take him out back. But who you got the most smoke for? Who you talking shit the most online? Everybody else but your family members? Psh, clowns. I don't like that for y'all. I don't like that for y'all. I see it as weakness, as an inability to face one's fears. And ultimately, by you fearing to face your truth, you give the lie the ability to stand as if it is the truth. And I don't care if you get to justice in a criminal courtroom, civil courtroom, court of public opinion. Speak your truth. Speak your truth. Because even if that person don't go to jail, the family members will know about it. Their friends know about it. The community will know about it. That shit don't just escape you. Shit. Look up the sex register, the sex registry, the sex offenders registry. They add somebody new to that motherfucker every day, don't they? You know what I vote for? I vote for all the non-violent cannabis prisoners to be released yesterday and replaced with everybody on the fucking sex offender registry list. Why the fuck should they get freedom? They have proven that they can't be trusted anywhere, Everywhere you go, there's children. How the fuck are these how are these motherfuckers supposed to live in our communities and society if they can't go nowhere? Everywhere there's kids. Everywhere there are danger to kids, that's literally everywhere you can go is where a child will be. Outside of places where it's adult only, which would consist of what? Bars, lounges, strip clubs, fucking adult entertainment stores. All the places that you won't find kids. That's the only place that they can exist? Okay, so why don't y'all start fucking communities and like, okay, so we know this part of South Dakota is where all the people on the sex offenders registry have to live. They have to live on this acre by 40 acres and a mule for you motherfuckers. Y'all have to live and just live off that land and one mule, and y'all somehow have to survive and figure it out. Y'all figure it out. Y'all be all right. Shit, what you mean? You have no problem being a fucking predator to kids? Be a predator in nature. Go hunting and shit. Go kill some shit. You fantasize about abusing children? Go survive nature. I think that's an adequate sentence. All the people who was visiting Epstein Island doing that bullshit, okay. Survive on Epstein Island with no help, no resources, no internet, no money, no wire transfers, no food transfers, no boats and helicopters, airlifting, supplies, and medevac, nothing. Put all these pedophile motherfuckers who are so-called elite on Epstein Island with no resources, and we got all the cameras that they use to blackmail all of the politicians, and we'll live stream that shit and watch it and just watch them take care of each other. They didn't have no problem take care of each other in those damn sex cults. They ain't gonna have no problem doing it now. You think they won't do it after a while? Say fuck it, we about to die anyway. Let's go out with a bang, and we just gonna see them do that thing. I'd tune in. I'd watch it. I'd watch that for sure. A bunch of so-called leaders of the free world markets who employ thousands of people. Yeah, let's see them actually have to do manual labor. Let's see them have to build their own shelter. Are they even strong enough to use a machete? Mm, questions. I got so many questions. And I wonder if you know what I mean. I'm just ranting, going on about an hour, talking to my phone. Some of y'all need to do that. Some of y'all need to sit down in a mirror and look yourself in the eye and say, I love you. I love me. I love you. You need to tell yourself that you love yourself, even in your miserable ass bullshit, even knowing you fucked up last night. You know, you fucked off millions and trillions of dollars. You still love yourself. Because if you ain't gonna love you, who the fuck is? And that's how y'all get tricked out of your spot. Y'all chase after people who is showing you love and affection, but who really don't mean you no good. Who after dealing with them, you end up worse off than where when you first met them. Like your life goes backwards instead of going steps forwards. But that lesson in learning about your mistakes is vital because if you don't learn your mistake, you're going to repeat the lesson with the very next person. I don't care if they're the perfect person for you. Your inability to heal and evolve is going to cause your perfect person to go find their perfect person because you won't be it. You'll be living in regret, heartache, writing slow songs and poetry because you fucked up. People, has a person who fumbled a person ever been interviewed? Have we ever interviewed a celebrity who we all know, like, That was the wrong choice. Like you left this dude for that one. You left her for her. Like how did that work out? How's your life now? What would happen if y'all would have worked it out and stuck it together for your kids and put y'all egos aside and all your status and all that bullshit aside? What if y'all just rose to the occasion? What would that reality have looked like versus this? And I don't like to play the what if games, but I do like to motivate thought. Because a lot of y'all ain't even thinking about y'all decisions. Y'all so temporary, so microwave that you don't think long term. You think about instant gratification. And sometimes y'all don't realize the long term results that come with those one night stands. Like, yeah, you gotten pregnant before and you can get an abortion. But what did the last doctor say about this? It was like, hey, you can't get any more. If you get any more, it'll be irreversible damage and you won't be able to have kids anymore. Like you've done the procedure too, like you can't do this anymore. So then you get pregnant by somebody you don't even want to have a kid with, somebody you promised yourself you were going to wait to get married to the man of your dreams because you knew that this was your last available pregnancy. Because have you getting another abortion, you would lose the ability to get pregnant. And then what did you do? You got pregnant by somebody you didn't want to get pregnant by. You didn't get the abortion, but you vowed to have the kid because you knew the doctor told you that was the only recourse. Either you have this kid or you have the abortion and have no kids forever. So what are you going to do? What would you do if you got pregnant by somebody you didn't want to get pregnant by, and erasing the pregnancy means you can never have a kid again? Do you erase the kid or erase your opportunity to be a parent? Or do you live through with your reckless behavior and face the results that you'll know forever that the result of your child came from a one night stand and that you really didn't even know the father? You just vibed one night. You saw him out one night and y'all clicked. Did the do, produced you, but your mom didn't really know him and your dad didn't really know your mom. That's a reality for a lot of you people out there. You don't know both of your parents, or the parent version that you got from only one side. Switch to call. I think I was getting a call. Somebody was trying to call me or something. Switch to call. But I think I'm gonna end this at the hour mark. So initially, I started this to be open to answer anybody's questions who come in. I know what happened because I already went live today and I was speaking so crazy to the people who are the most snowflakish. Probably notified all the little agencies, which is not hard to prove if you have an IT guy. Which is funny because eventually I'm quite sure I'm gonna take everybody to court who's played with my name, image, and likeness, and nobody's gonna be exempt. Anybody who's ever worked for all the bullshit, all the interactions, the unnecessary microaggressions, the blatant open racism, like all of it, y'all gonna have to pay for all of it. And you motherfuckers who were crazy enough to come against family, friends, speaking ill on me, bro. Miigwech, Miigwech, and Shay, I thank you. you, Spirit. And although it's raining right now, it's gonna be a beautiful day. It's gonna end up in sunshine. Clouds are gonna part. Rain's gonna stop. Sun's gonna feel so good on your skin. Peace and blessings to all those believers out there who are working towards building the new earth. Utter pain and destruction to everybody standing between this world and the next, who is purposely committing evil, atrocities, foreign and domestic, whether willingly, unwillingly, consciously, subconsciously, spiritually, aware or unaware, ignorant or unaware to your own ignorance. Can't escape the results. Like you could mean well, you could have thought you signed up to do the right thing. It's not gonna matter. The royal bloodline don't give a fuck. You think I don't care that you didn't know you was like hurting my nephew? Well, my nephew's a prince in my royal court. Do you know who you don't know? But you'll learn.